Ah, hey Danny, you're on mute, so I don't know if you don't know how long you've been in the womb, but in the room. I don't know if you can hear me even.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, I can. I'm just in a space where there's not much signal. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, you're good. You're
There
loud.
we go. Yeah. No, it just keeps dropping on and off. So
That's okay. Hey,
yeah.
do you have a list of questions by any chance available that I can have to just ask Forrest if we don't get asked, or to prompt some questions, or over the
Yeah, I will send that through to you now.
yeah, over the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, just send some through. We'll obviously do some intros and welcomes and things.
Yeah, do it as we usually do. Sure.
Yeah, okay, great. Do you want to let people in, or shall I let people in? Maybe you.
I'll let people in, and we've got Peter joining now, I see.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, Peter. Hopefully you can hear me. My name's Tom. I'm one of the co-founders of QnA, and I'm the COO. We're going to have a few other people joining very shortly. So we'll see how everybody is when we get in the room. Peter Greiko's there as well. Great. Peter's always got some good questions. And we'll get started just once we've let a few people in. We'll give it a few minutes. Peter Greiko as well. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Welcome. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining. You've joined the last couple, I think. So great to see you here as well. I was just saying we're going to be starting we'll give it a few more minutes, let a few more people into the room. Thanks, Peter. Great to see me. And I'm over here in the UK. I'm actually at my uncle's house. So I've got perched up in one of the spare rooms. You might see some fireworks out this window here. It's in England, it's called Bonfire Night. So it's the 5th of November, which is when Guy Fawkes tried to blew up the Houses of Parliament 150 years ago, or whatever it was. And so as a celebration for that, I don't know why we celebrate that specifically, we have fireworks that go off on the 5th of November. So if you see fireworks or there's noise or anything, that's what's going on. Slightly, I'll regale everyone with British history if you like. Um, so, Danny, I think we're going to have a few more people joining, and in a minute, it's going to be broadcasted live onto Facebook and Instagram or anywhere else that it is. Maybe LinkedIn, I think, as well. Maybe just let us know, Danny, once that is up and live as well, and I'll welcome a few people there.
Sure, will do.
Thanks, Danny. Do, 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 do. Let's get that over to there. La la la. Peter. Actually, both Peters. If you just maybe drop in the chat, where are you based? Where are you calling from, or where are you based, or where are you from? And Peter Greco, you know the general housekeeping. That's right. Peter Erico, if you would like to ask any questions at all on any subject, whether it's about the investment side, about the product, about the technology, you're welcome to. My business partner, Forrest, our CEO, he'll be in a bit. He can go much deeper into the science and the tech. I can cover a bit more the higher level side of it. Newcastle, both Canada, amazing. Oh, beautiful. Gosh, that must be gorgeous this time of year, actually. Our CMO Jody is based in Vancouver, so yeah, we're engaging a few more Canadians into the team as well, actually, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so housekeeping. Any question you've got, you're welcome to pick up the mic, just talk it through. You're welcome to join the video and ask the question, or type it into the chat, and we can do things synchronistically. And we're happy to share PDFs after this. Get your email, which I'm pretty sure we already have, but share any more additional documentation you'd like. Danny, do you want to put us live onto the other areas then? And we'll might as well get started a little bit.
Yeah, just busy with that behind the scenes as we go.
QnA is the name, Peter. QnA. So the kineo is the Greek word for movement. So we decided on QnA as a movement, sorry, as a name. And the reason for this is that it keeps in line with our mission. And our mission is to positively impact the largest number of people we can in the most meaningful way that we can do. And so we feel that humans generally, by having movement and being able to move pain-free, is a very, very good stability of general health. If you're moving, whether you're going to go and see somebody or you're exercising, you're going to work, just living your life, and if you're moving about and it's pain-free and you've got freedom, your mind is clear, your gut is clear, and all your joints are not aching. So that's the area that it came from. Can you comment on the gut-brain device your team is working on? How is it different than other competitors, Sarah Thrive? And if there are any details regarding investment opportunities for non-US investors. So the gut-brain device, we are in development of it right now, and it's been part of our roadmap. So we started actually three and a half years ago when myself and Forrest started talking about the company. We actually wanted to get started with the brain device. So the brain device will help with PTSD, depression, Alzheimer's, a whole range of dementia, a whole range of different really horrible afflictions. And what we realized is to do anything with the brain, you need funding, you need a team, you need people to understand that we're capable of building that. So we've taken 3-step approach. So the first step, what we've done is gone with the neuromuscular, the joints and the muscle pain reduction device. That will then ramp into the gut and the vagal turn. And that, the way we're building that out is that will allow us to have multiple wavelengths at multiple frequencies and multiple different technical capabilities. So we can change it up and down depending on whether someone's got gut issues or, different types of IBS or anything like that. So, and then we can then from there test those products and then build it onto the brain side of things. Now, we are running those parallel, they're not in series. So we've already started development on the brain side of it because that will feed the gut side. But we will also develop it with the vagal tone, the vagal nerve. So the vagal nerves run between all of the major organs in the body, and that essentially revolves and helps you with your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems. The Sarah Thrive, I can't really consider what on that side of it. Sarah, I met Sarah down in London at the Health Optimization Summit a couple of months ago, which was really nice to meet her. And we consider her and people like that as friendly competition, because competition is great. It helps us all, keeps us all on our toes. It helps us understand what the market is, but also this technology is, if any of you listen to people like Andrew Huberman or Dr. Cruz or people like this, these guys who are absolute leaders in their field, they just rave about red light therapy all the time, or light therapy as it should be called, because it's on a spectrum of light. It's not just about red light. And actually probably the most powerful light is not just the red light, it's the light that's harder to see with the eye, so the infrareds. So for us, the upcoming products, we're going to release more information on that in due course in probably Q1 next year, and then we're going to be launching that on Indiegogo in about April time, so the start of Q2. The reason why we're going to go for the crowdfunding again is because we've loved this first time around. Our hypothesis was, let's try to build a community, and then when we come out, we have a community we can talk to, engage with. And so now this is the same for our second product, is we feel that by able to go and speak with people that have gut challenges, that have sympathetic, parasympathetic disbalances, that are feeling, the gut brain connection is just so strong, and there's more and more science on it. So if we can start to communicate with a community ahead of us launching, it means we can really deliver something that people want and need to use. So for example, that what's the way that people would like to use this? we think that people would like to take it to work, they'd like to take it on holiday, they'd like to take it to the gym, they'd like to be able to, if they have a weekend away, take it with them. So, but we need to validate that. And that's what we did with our first device, the Move Plus. So I'm not sure whether that helps answer your question, but hopefully it does somewhat. And of course, we're going to have some really, really cool and exciting things on this. And actually, some very exciting news is that last week well, I suppose I'm jumping the gun a bit, but we signed up an amazing CTO. This gentleman is a physicist of a huge proportion, incredibly knowledgeable about LEDs and lasers. And Forrest and him work together. They've raised many grants for the Department of Defense in previous jobs that they worked for when Forrest sold his company. And so Dr. Chris and Forrest worked together, and they won, I think, a couple of $6 million Department of Defense grants. And so they have a wonderful working relationship already. And Dr. Chris is of rolling out the joint product, which we've got, the gut, and then the full brain. Now, Peter, for both Peters and everybody listening on other channels, one of the discussions we have is it's product versus efficiency versus marketing, communication, business strategy, essentially. Here come the fireworks I mentioned earlier. And any of you who are operating in businesses will understand our dilemma here. We want to release the gut, but in the science is that if you do the brain and the gut together, it's more efficient, it's more impactful. The challenge you've got with doing the gut and the brain at the same time is that the communication around that makes it a lot harder. Big Pharma, yeah. Can you comment if so? Great question, Peter. So we have to decide, and I will answer that. We have to decide, in the next few months, where we want to go with this and how we want to roll this out, because for us, the most important thing is we roll out products that work, product that get people the results they need. And we think that by putting more focus into the guts and ensuring that the gut vagal tone is the really, really makes the difference, then that is going to get more impact for people and then allow us to have a more solid foundation, even if we lose some people in the process. So that's what we're thinking right now. We've submitted an amazing grant with another government agency, and it's very, very exciting. So non-US investors, interestingly, Peter Erico is California. Apologies. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. CA, I'm British, sorry, I saw CA and I thought Canada. Newcastle, England's like 2 hours from me here, so short drive. Okay, brilliant. Welcome, Peter Erico. So non-US investors, we are still in the process of figuring that part of it out. Obviously, all our focus has been on this existing, the majority of our attention has been on this existing investment round and the ongoing products with our existing product, and then developing our new products. We do have 2 or 3 ways to do it for non-US investors. We haven't finalized them yet, so the detail on it's still a little bit wavy, but it is coming. And are we seeing any negative from big pharma brackets yet? Great question. If you have any advice, Peter, we'd love to talk offline about that as well. But the short answer is not yet. We're tiny, you know what it's like, the startup world. Everybody knows the percentages of failed businesses. We've now survived our first 3 years, only 1 year of shipping, but our first 3 years of ducking and diving, and that's already we're through what most people can't get through. We put that down to being a little bit grayer hair, a little bit a bit crazy, and a bit just passionate about what we're doing, about bringing this to market. And it means that every hurdle we get to, we overcome it, whether it's the FDA issues, shipping. I mean, when we first finished our crowdfunding, we then got hit with China, COVID, and then 2 months later, a war in the Ukraine. You can't get much harder than creating supply chain or having to find solutions around supply chain when you get a COVID and a war to block you. So, but with big pharma, obviously they're going to start to circle around this. But the truth is, or the way we see it, is that if we as we build really good results with people, we're going to become friends and business partners and support networks with people that can help us guide through this. And people around the world, especially after COVID and things, they want control of their own health and they want to be able to treat themselves at home. There's no reason why pharma, by and large, couldn't adopt a lot of this into their own arsenal of treatments. I mean, I know they'd rather sell you a pill that keeps you, reverts the illness rather than prevents it. And we want to try to prevent it. But light therapy is amazing. And the more you read about the science of it, the more that you see just how much it's doing for, we know this, gut health, brain health, all the different physical ailments. So we've not got any issues yet. And Peter, but seriously, if you or anybody you know are able to give some advice or support on that, we would be much appreciative of that. So we've got another person joining in this call right now. We'll just welcome Mel in a second. And if there's any other questions that are coming through, please, guys, just feel free. And Danny, if we've got any questions that are coming through on the other platforms, then please let us know. Okay, so Mel. Hello, Mel. I hope you're well. If you don't mind, Mel, just to write in the chat there where you're from. Or where you're calling from, and if at any point you'd like to ask a specific question on either the tech or the investments, or what our product roadmap is, you're welcome to do that. And it's great to see you here. My name's Tom. I'm one of the co-founders, and I'm the COO of QnA. So another question, couple of other questions on other channels that Danny's just sent me is crowdfunding critical to the success of the company? Crowdfunding is not critical to the success of the company. We are already profitable. Our community is really supporting as well on that. Our ads and our new investments in our marketing agency and an amazing CMO from Vancouver, Canada, which she's got over 28 years of marketing experience, have done very well in the last 2-3 months. And it's really taking a new direction for us to allow us to expand out the Move Plus. Like that, to expand out the Move Plus. Now, what the investment allows us to do, which is the exciting part, it allows us to speed up and ramp up. Well, 3 main areas, but 2 main areas is one is product development. So we've now already started our product development work for our Gut Plus and our Brain Plus, which will take a bit longer. But also the investment allows us to go and expand out different marketing channels. So, for example, right now we're doing direct-to-consumer, B2C, mainly Shopify, and then that's through your standard marketing channels. What we have already tested with about 3 to 5 or 10 clinics is the business-to-business, to the B2B2C. So selling to a clinic around the world, and we have a roadmap for this, but we sell to a clinic, and a clinic, so a physiotherapist, or something along those lines, they can use our device to help with their treatment modalities in the clinics and send their patient home with a device. And in the 3 to 10 different ones we've tested, they've had amazing results. So we've built out an entire software roadmap at the back, software to automate signing up clinics and then marketing to clinics and then getting them devices quickly and having a whole marketing structure for them. So our next phase, what we're doing now is we're going to have between 50 and 100 clinics on, test all that automation system. And if that all works correctly, and if it doesn't, we'll obviously tweak it, we can then roll it out. But we envisage 1,000 clinics selling 5 units a month. Sorry, 5 units each a month. Some will obviously sell 10 and 20, some will sell 0, but 5 each as a precautionary quantity. And you can do the maths on what that can allow to bring. So that's our roadmap. And so what the investment's allowing us to do, the investment round now, is it's allowing us to get on and do that quicker. Everything we've built so far has been from, it's been from bootstrap startup. It's the hustle, it's the grind, it's pulling in favors, it's spending the long days communicating with networks and building networks to get an introduction, to get pouring a bit of gas on the fire with a bit of money will also allow us to continue to manage where we're spending our pennies and be very, very mindful about that. So that's another really good point. Mel, from Denver, brilliant. Denver CO. I'm British, Mel, and I'm gonna go. I'm going to go Colorado, Denver, Colorado. That would make sense to me, but please let me know if I've got that wrong. Peter Greger, can you speak to the margin on the product sale is? So yeah, the margin is a yes, brilliant. Thanks, Mel. So the margin is a around about 70% margin as it stands at the moment. Again, that's from a bootstrap startup, so the volumes we order from the factory aren't particularly high, so we have ability to lower the margin there. And also, as we build out new features for the existing products, we're able to actually increase the price somewhat, so we can actually bring that to be a bit bigger and increase the margin. And that also can allow us to, spend a bit more to acquire a customer and go at it a little bit more aggressively. We're in the business of fixing people's pain. We're not in the business of selling devices. Our devices are the right spec. We've spent tens of thousands of hours in the science, reading the studies, and anybody in this call who's done the call before will know we've got over 6,000 studies. If you'd like any of them or all of them, just reach out to us. Danny can share your email in the chat here, or reach out to our support or me, and we'll send you the 6,000 papers. If you've got one or two specific that you'd like to know about, ask, and we'll send those on IBS or joint pain or ACL tears or whatever. But to my point, we are in the business of treating people and healing people. We have a 30-day returns policy, so that obviously we need to build in a little bit of margin there. We have around about 2% return, which is fantastic. Consider we've been only 12 months shipping, and this is our first product in the market. And we believe that we can increase the margin. We think the product's there. We think that the market's there. We think that probably we're underpriced, to be honest with you, for the results. But also we want people to get this device. We'd rather be a little bit under and get the device, get moving, because we know our second and our third product is where the really exciting bit is. And to the question, what came in via one of the other channels is about crowdfunding, and anybody that has invested in QnA. So Peter, Erico, I know you've invested. Mel, I'm not sure if you have invested or you're a customer or you're interested in investing, but the other part of why equity crowdfunding or investment right now is really important is it allows us to wrap IP around what we're doing. And that is what gets most investors really excited. And so we know that the reason why we haven't done the IP on the first product is because actually the most exciting thing there is that you read the science, you put it together, and you get on with it. There's not a huge amount you can wrap IP around. So we had limited funds and resources. So we said, let's get on, let's come fast to market, let's get out there, get marketing, let's get results, let's show people that we've got a good brand, we've got an amazing team, we've got an incredible roadmap, bring in the investment on top of that, and then we can wrap in IP and the other stages. And we've got some really good, really exciting ideas around IP. So, and then that obviously links in with the margin and all that side of it, Peter. Okay, what's the upcoming plan strategy for the company, upcoming products? Okay, I think we've covered some of that. The short version is obviously product 2 is gut and product 3 will be brain. Something else that we are really excited with, and again, if you guys have the community to us matters so much. So the three of you on this call right now and the other people that are on the other channels listening to us, we're open. If you've got networks and you'd like to collaborate in some areas, we're really open to that. And we don't see other light therapy products as, obviously it is competition, but we see it as friendly competition. This is an amazing technology, and it's providing people are telling the truth and building out optimal devices. We support that, and we'd love to get calls and have coffees or whatever with people. But our future roadmap is to bring out things like apps, so that we can, if someone sits down to do their treatment on their knee or their gut, they can do a meditation. Subscription services, Peter, exactly. It's absolutely in the mail. We need to figure out and make sure that with the subscription service, we're giving ongoing value that really helps people understand it. So that's going to be part of it. But also, we don't see this light therapy as the one solution. It is not a magic pill. We're not selling a magic pill. We are selling a therapy that with other therapies can help. Obviously, we believe in this massively, but if somebody's really eating a bad diet or they're substantially overweight, then that is an area what needs to be treated as a priority. Now, with our devices, what we are seeing is two things. Number one is the main family product, which is light therapy device. On one side is going to be supplements, and on another side is videos and training videos on pain, or training videos on diet things, or training videos on mind, body, spirit, calming the system, calming down the sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous systems, and really seeing this holistically. So it's not just the one device. And then what we can do there is we'll have an ecosystem in which we'll have a load of IP wrapped into there. We'll have a variety of different training and healing modalities using light therapy as its core. But also we're going to have a network of business-to-business clinics, as I mentioned before, 1,000 clinics or whatever the number ends up being worldwide. I think it'd be substantially more than that, but conservatively 1,000 clinics selling devices. And we can then put through other partner devices through that network. Now, both myself, I lived in China for 10, 12 years. I speak the language. I understand Chinese. I don't write it or read it. But Forrest, my business partner, our CEO, he lived and worked in China for 15 to 18 years, and he speaks, reads, and writes fluent Chinese. He's far more intelligent than I am. But with that, we know that we have our China supply chain really, really well dialed in. We really understand it, and we really understand the materials. We really understand design and development, and that's allowing us to be able to approach other companies that are based, say, for example, in the US or Europe or UK, where they are skilled in engineering, but perhaps not marketing or supply chain. And we're able to help them develop that across either Asia or even in America or South America or Mexico, and help that manufacturing process be improved. So probably going a few little rabbit runs there, but that shows where we're thinking in terms of our product and or our company growth. And yeah, we see this ability to add in some really nice products as part of the offering, if you like, through our existing channels and with our incredible marketing machine as well. On the subject of product marketing and pricing, have you considered kitting options, i.e. including the option to include expansion straps in the package at an attractive price? Related, any plans to offer Black Friday deals we may use to promote interest with friends? Okay, great. So yeah, great question. So Peter Erico, product marketing and pricing. Have we considered kitting options? So bringing in extra supportive kit to further enhance the experience. So yes, one of the things that we are conscious of is that our device, our actual modules are world class. What's inside there is absolutely fantastic. The dosages, this latest science has that dosage is based on the latest science. One thing we're aware of is our straps are, let's say, 70 or 80% world class, and it takes us time to get there. You know, that's a market feedback process, and it's just one of those things that takes time. We are very, very excited. We're now prototyping our substantial upgrade of the straps. And to your point there, Peter, what we will do is we'll have a standard strap that comes with the device, but then for, I think at the moment our straps are $45 or something like that. So for $45, somebody can purchase an extra set of straps, which allow you to go extra long or extra narrow. So you can do wrists easier or backs or things like this. And we also have our extender strap that I use almost daily for, well, using around, you can put it around your waist, around your things. So that is another marketing customers use a really good and effective way of getting treatments. Black Friday deals that we may use to promote interest with friends and relatives. That's a good idea. Peter, question on that one is, do you mean just from a point of view? So number one is, yes, we will have Black Friday deals, so keep an eye out for them. Going to be substantial discount on that, and that probably is ahead of a also looking at a price increase due to materials globally is going up. But also we've had a lot of development going into the strap and some other areas that will be substantially better. But do you mean in terms of also somebody taking commission? So you take a commission out of that, or a credit note? That's something else we looked at. So if you introduced your brother or sister or family member and they purchased, you get, they spend $500, you get 500 credit coins, if you like, and then each credit coin equates to whatever it is, and you get a percentage discount. So, okay, great. That's good. So yeah, keep an eye out for Black Friday. We're really excited about Friday. And just a quick note on that this is an investor Q&A really. So I'm speaking to people as though they're interested in the business structure, profitability. Do not consider, but hey, why not? Yeah, cool. Yeah, so from a commercial point of view, obviously we've run some tests, and it's what I said before with our new CMO and our new agency. We ran tests at the end of October, actually, for about a week or about 1 to 2 weeks, with the pre-Black Friday sale. And the idea is that last year was our first Black Friday, and it didn't go very well for us. Not the sales went well, but there was chaos behind the scenes. We had code going out, we had things not firing properly, we had checkouts breaking, and it was our first one. So we've learned from that. So we've done a pre-Black Friday sale, and the new agency and the new marketing director they doubled our margin, they've doubled our success rate of our numbers, and we're very excited about Black Friday. Personally, I have some different views on Black Friday. I know we have to do it. I think it's just a thing that's a great thing to do for consumers. And so from that point of view, I'm really pro it. Obviously, consumption in the world, we have to be mindful of that. But one thing we've always loved, myself and Forrest, and it's why we got started in this business, is every one of these devices we sell is going to help people reduce their pain. And it is literally their everyday pain. And that pain, whether it's in your knee or your ankle or your elbow, it's a subliminal, a back of the mind constant that is just dull there. And every day you complain about it, every day you mention it. So yeah, really looking forward to Black Friday. I think we're going to have record sales again. Last month was record sales. I think we're going to smash this month out the water. It's going to be phenomenal. I've just seen another question come in here. Peter Greco, I think it is there red light panels? No, we will not do red light panels. Red light panels are, we're treating something specific inside the body, and dosage is absolutely key. When you go to a doctor and he gives you supplement medicine, and he says take 2 tablets 3 times a day, he gives you the exact dosage. And dosage, when you're treating something specific, is key. And so when you have a device and it's up against your skin for 15 minutes, every time you use that device, it's the same level of treatment every single time for those 15 minutes. When you stand in a panel, if you stand this close or this close, you're getting further away from it or closer to it, so you're getting a different dosage. Additionally to that, a panel means you have to, if it's in your room, because you're not traveling around the world with a big panel, you have to be there in that room, go to that room. We think it's harder, from what we've read and seen, we think it's harder for people to adopt that into a routine every single day. So if someone's got knee pain, ACL tear, something like that, they want to go to the gym, they want to take it to the office, they want to take it to work, on holiday, and continue their treatment, continue their therapy. So we have a different view on panels, but we will not be doing panels. I can assure you of that. Is investing in companies the same as buying Move Plus? No, Doug. Investing in the company is different to buying Move Plus. However, if you invest in the company through our crowdfunding, so we're on Start Engine now. I should have said this a bit earlier. We've raised almost $500,000. We have 1 more week left. We are calling upon everybody on this call, all around the world, to really seriously think about investing and hopefully joining us win it. Now is the best time to invest. We've got 10 more days of the campaign. We want to get to $1.2 million. This is going to be the best and most affordable way to get involved, but also you're investing in a team and a company and a product range that is literally helping people's pain. If you invest, I think it's over $2,500 or $5,000. It's on the Start Engine page. you also get a Move Plus, and I think you get a Gut Plus as well once we release those. And we've already sent out in 3 or 4 waves all the Move Pluses to people that have invested previously on the Start Engine page. So please go to the Start Engine campaign. Danny, if you can share the Start Engine link into this chat on Zoom, but also into the Facebook group where everybody's listening and other channels. Please take a moment. We will really appreciate it. You are helping a wonderful team. I'm not pleading with you, but you would be helping a wonderful team with an amazing and passionate vision to help people get out of pain. And again, develop this gut product and also the brain product. So Doug, if you buy a device, you're buying a device, but if you're investing in the company at a certain level, not only do you get a considerable discount on that investment, but you also get a free device at a certain level. What is the business plan? Hopefully I'm back in again now. I'm not sure what happened exactly. But I was just saying to Tim, who asked about the business plan and the exit as an opportunity. Hopefully you've heard a little bit of that, but just to recap briefly, is the business plan that grows the investment is, well, 3 main areas essentially. One is an increase. So at the moment, we're only direct to consumer. That is profitable. We're making money. It's growing. It's ticking along, and we can increase that as we go. We can put more fuel on the fire, and that'll grow. Business to business, or B2B to C, is where we're really excited. We think that this can be substantially higher and will be substantially higher than our existing direct to consumer. So the B2B to C is going through clinics all around the world, but we'll focus on the US, obviously, and add our device as a part of their treatment and healing modality. So from our testing already, we've had about 3 to 10 different clinics use it, physiotherapists, chiropractors, these sorts of things. And what they can do is they can actually, as part of insurance, wrap it into their insurance offering and treatment modality. So if someone's been in a car crash, and they've got a bad knee and they get a bunch of money from their insurance, we can actually have the we can actually, that's, oh great. Oh, yeah, we can have the product actually built into their treatment modality, and the results that have already come back from those clinics is phenomenal. So that's going to be a big area. And then the 2 other areas, one is the IP. We've got huge ideas and a capacity for building out wonderful IP on our gut and brain product around sensor tech, and that's really, really exciting up and coming technology, which at the moment and from our research, nobody's doing what we're doing, and I think that could be. The B2B to C is really exciting because that is heavy cash flow, it's quick cash flow, and it's really getting the product out there. The IP locks in a huge amount of security and safety for the company, and that can be licensed out, and we would look to license that out to a number of other companies as well. So that's really exciting, and we've got several areas with the IP that we want to do. But of course, the other part of the investment from what we'll be spending it on, but will help the growth, is in the marketing and in getting the product out. And I suppose that includes the supply chain, improving that, buying more, paying less, bigger margins. So that hopefully answers your question there, Tim. And the exit opportunity. Unfortunately, Tim, due to the SEC regulations and Start Engine regulations, we're not allowed to talk about the exit on these calls. But 2 things I can say on it. Number 1 is if you go to our Start Engine page and go and find our form, what's it called, Form C, I think it is, which is our Reg CF, which is registered and recorded with the SEC. In there, you can read about our exits and some ideas that we've got and things like that. What I can say, and you guys can hopefully understand what I'm trying to say without trying to say it, is a company like us, such as us in our position, would be looking typically to exit at a valuation. You know what the valuation we're going for now, it's in our documentation. Would be looking typically to exit in 3 to 5 years at typically something around 5 times what the valuation that is that people would be investing now. we believe that if we just keep doing what we're doing, the success we've had with the Move Plus on the gut and the brain will allow us to get to there. We believe in that quite comfortably. But we believe that if we get the right investments now, allowing us to talk and develop the IP side of things, we think that could be a real game changer, and the potential that allows us to do in bringing the product and new technology to the market will be substantially more. So again, as an exit strategy, I can't comment specifically on that, but the numbers that we're going for right now, and a typical company in our position will be looking to 5x that over the next 3 to 5 years. And I think I can't say much more than that, unfortunately. Okay, so Start Engine is only available. Yes, Peter Greco. Unfortunately, Start Engine is only available for US-based investors. What we might have to do is, if you can self-accredit yourself, and Peter, if it also depends on the quantity you'd like to invest. If anybody on the call is interested in investing over $50,000 or $100,000, we're also able to entertain that and discuss that. We can discuss it now, well, after this call, this next week or two, but we can deal with that also outside of Start Engine afterwards. So we're also open to that side of things with VC or angel investment, if that's an area I'd like to discuss. And you can obviously be investing from anywhere in the world for that side of it. Okay, I think, and Danny has shared the offering. So please, as I say, Start Engine, we're in our final 10 days. If anybody's invested and they would like to invest more, but you'd like to have a personal call with myself or Forrest, again, hopefully you've got the general information from me on this call. Forrest can deep dive into any of the science and tech. If you or your family members or friends are in any kind of pain, of gut pain, of joint pain, of dementia, PTSD, anything like that, we want to hear from you. We'd love to talk with you, and we will have beta kits and all kinds of things coming out. And we're here to help. We're really it's why we do. I mean, we can do anything we want in this world, and we've chosen to work in this and help people overcome the pain. And so if you guys are interested in investing or being part of the Canadian community, and you have family members or friends that have these pains, or you yourselves do, get in touch. We're not here to be hidden behind a wall or anything. We're here to communicate with you and give you a product that works and helps people. So hopefully, I mean, I think that's we've been on for 40 minutes. I'm sure Sunday morning for anybody West Coast, lunchtime for anybody on the East Coast. I'm sure that's hopefully a nice 40 minutes hearing me, my British accent, rabbit on. Hopefully you've understood the nuances, if there has been any. If there's no more questions right now, I think I've said everything I'd like to say. Please jump onto the Start Engine, join us, be part of this. We're excited. Our team is excited. Our team works very hard. Any of you in the Facebook group, you'll see how hard Danny and Ed are in there working away. You'll see how hard our marketing team is. Anybody been to our website and then on the social media, you'll see us popping up everywhere. That's us putting in hard yards, putting in the groundwork, going for the home run, and really making our business stand out from other people to make a difference. So if that's it, thank you. Please invest with us, join us, be part of our community. And for now, I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Peter, Mel, and Peter, and Tim, and Doug. Have a great weekend.